Prasarana makes up for LRT glitches. Apple parody videos go viral. This is Cuppa News. Now, in a bid to apologize for not one but two LRT service disruptions during morning rush hour this week, Prasarana Malaysia Berhad is giving away free rides to any destination for 3 days. Thousands of LRT commuters were left stranded during rush hour following a power trip between the Setiawangsa and KLCC stations. The same thing happened on Wednesday at the Kelana Jaya line. Reactions included anger and memes. Transport Minister Datuk Sri Liao Tiong Lai urged Rapid KL to provide an explanation. Prasarana Group Managing Director Dato' Azmi Abdul Aziz later held a press conference. He said the glitch was due to a disturbance in the power supply in the train heading from Gombak to Putra Heights, which in turn affected the train's ventilation system. As a gesture of goodwill, commuters will be able to use the Kelana Jaya line for free from September 13th to the 15th. Azmi also said Rapid Rail will submit its report on the incident to the Land Public Transport Commission tomorrow. Now, something's been brewing since that unprecedented courtroom meeting between Datuk Sri Anwar Ibrahim and Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad. The former Premier was met by reporters after the formal registration of Parti Pribumi Bersatu Malaysia, or PPBM, at the Registrar of Societies. He was asked if he had discussed with Anwar on cooperating with the new party.
Saya tak bincang, tetapi kalau saya boleh bekerjasama dengan Kisyang, kenapa saya tak boleh kerjasama dengan Anwar?
He also urged all opposition parties to unite under one pact if it wants to topple the BN-led government. The former enemies met on Monday at the Kuala Lumpur High Court, where the PKR de facto leader was applying for an interim injunction against the NSC Act 2016. It was the first time the duo met face-to-face since Dr. Mahathir sacked Anwar from the cabinet 18 years ago. In a separate development, former UMNO leader Datuk Sri Khairuddin Abu Hassan filed a fresh affidavit with regard to his judicial review application against the Attorney General Tan Sri Muhammad Apandi Ali. According to his lawyer, Muhammad Hanif Khatri Abdullah, the affidavit contained the video clip purportedly showing the AG dancing with ministers during the Merdeka Day parade. Following this, the Kuala Lumpur High Court fixed September 19th for case management between the plaintiff and the AG's chambers on the fresh evidence. DBKL's Project Management Executive Director is in the hot seat. Datuk Sri Said Effendi Ali Said Abid Ali was slapped with 7 counts of corruption and 9 counts of money laundering involving 4.4 million ringgit. The 54-year-old claimed trial to the charges under the MACC Act, the Anti-Money Laundering Act and the Penal Code at the Kuala Lumpur Sessions Court. Judge Alauddin Ismail set bail at 1 million ringgit and ordered Said Effendi to surrender his passport. The trial will start on January 9th next year, with the prosecution saying they will call 25 witnesses. Meanwhile, at the Sepang Sessions Court, 2 men were charged with assaulting Sri Lanka's High Commissioner to Malaysia. Businessman A. Kalai Mugilan, 26, and taxi driver V. Balamurugan, 32, pleaded not guilty to charges of rioting and causing injuries to Ibrahim Sahib Ansar around 3 p.m. at Kelai A last Sunday. Judge Muhammad Faisal Ismail set bail at 7,000 ringgit with 1 surety each and fixed October 7th for mention. High Commissioner Ibrahim was assaulted at the airport by a group of men wanting to know the whereabouts of former Sri Lankan President Mahinda Rajapaksa, who was in Malaysia to attend a forum. 4 others believed to be involved in the assault are still at large. Family members of those on board MH370 have met with Australian officials in Perth to put pressure on the government to continue their search for the plane.
I've always wanted to come as close as I can to the search zone, even though I wish that I can actually, to go and search myself for where's my husband.
Chong, whose husband Chong Lin Tan was in Seat 1C on MH370, had also launched legal action for damages in the Victoria Supreme Court against Malaysia Airlines. The search, being carried out over 120,000 square kilometre swathe in the southern Indian Ocean off Western Australia, is expected to end in December this year. Khazanah Nasional, which is spearheading the Taman Tugu project, has explained the general breakdown of the 650 million ringgit cost for the proposed urban rainforest park in Kuala Lumpur. The Sovereign Wealth Fund clarified at a public dialogue session that the money would go towards 4 components of the project: conservation and activation, connecting the park to surrounding areas, building a learning and innovation center, and operations, maintenance, partnership and community development.
The cost breakdowns, we've given you, some detail today. Yeah, I think the details I ask that we be given some leeway because when you do contracts, in fact, it's precisely your second point. When you do bidding, etc., obviously the amount to bid, we cannot give them too much detail.
The project, launched by the Prime Minister last Sunday, has drawn fierce criticism over its cost and necessity when the country is facing economic hardship. Also making headlines on Friday, police have arrested a motorcyclist who was allegedly involved in a hit-and-run accident in Luyang, Sabah. The victim, a Form 1 student from St. Francis Convent, was rushed to hospital by passing motorists, where she is recovering from unspecified injuries. According to the Facebook page that shared the dashcam video, the victim's father has forgiven the suspect and urged the public to let police conduct investigations. A hazardous materials team from the Fire and Rescue Department rushed to a secondary school in Penampang after a thermometer broke, spilling mercury in a laboratory. A Form 4 student sustained minor injuries in the 8:40 a.m. incident. Selangor ruler Sultan Sharifuddin Idris Shah's consort Norashikin Abdul Rahman has been proclaimed as the Tengku Permaisuri Selangor. A statement issued by the palace also said Tengku Permaisuri Norashikin had been conferred the title Datin Paduka Sri. Sultan Sharifuddin married the TV personality on August 31st. Looking for a romantic location? Consider 30,000 LED white roses and 708 handheld LED roses at the Malaysia Agro Exposition Park in Serdang. The event, called Nightscape of Light Sensation Love Series, starts at 5 p.m. daily until September 17th. In world news, North Korea announced it has conducted a 5th nuclear test, hours after seismic monitors detected a blast near its nuclear test site. South Korea has since slammed the North for its maniacal recklessness. Hundreds of opposition protesters from Cambodia's National Rescue Party clashed with police in Phnom Penh. The scuffles occurred as the party's deputy leader, Kem Sokha, was due to appear in court in a sex scandal case. Rio de Janeiro held a spectacular opening ceremony for the 2016 Paralympic Games on Wednesday, with an extreme wheelchair athlete speeding down a ramp. Also kicking off the Games was Brazil's new president, Michel Temer, who was unfortunately jeered by the crowd. Now, just a day after Apple made headlines with its new iPhones, parody videos have gone viral online.
This year, we've removed the home button because every screen on the iPhone 9 should feel like home.
While this one has notched up almost 20 million views on FB.
So what's new? First, for the design, we changed everything, such as... What's different? What's different in this? Oh yes, the antenna bar. Before it used to be there, now it's here. See how different it is. See how we innovate. What else? We got rid of the headphone jack. Why? Because we are original. Original does not mean good. And this is a perfect example. I'm destroying my company. Okay, what else?
We're wrapping up with the Star Media Group's 45th year anniversary celebration. I'm Natasha Hussain. Good night.